Hello, everyone. I believe we are now live. I hope you can hear me. Good evening actually, good noon from the United States, but good evening to everyone in Bangladesh. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are so thrilled to have an unprecedented number of students joining us for the NASA Astrobee workshop. We are really excited to have you here. This is probably the second time we've live streamed anything, so I'm really excited. My name is Sabah Chaudhary, and I am a co-founder of STEMX 365, as well as the program coordinator for the Kibo Robot Programming Challenge in Bangladesh. I would like to introduce you to Mizanul Chaudhary, who is the technical fellow of the Engineering Systems Laboratory at the Aero Astro Department at MIT, as well as the technical advisor of MIT Zero Robotics. He will be walking you through the nuts and bolts of the Astrobee, and we will also have some former students who have been part of past KRPCs to share their experiences with you too. Welcome. So these are the students who will be speaking today and talking to you about Astrobee and their experiences with KRPC. We will have Rajan bin Isa with us, as well as Mutasim Redwan. And now I hand the mic over to you, Mizan sir.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Sabah, for introducing me. And thank you, Razin and Muhtasim, for joining with me. I'm very excited today to hear that we have more than 1,000 students willing to learn NASA Astrobee. It is amazing. Actually, NASA Astrobee is a very interesting robot on board ISS. And this robot is not like a regular robot you see in the Earth. It is completely different. So I'll talk about NASA Astrobee, but first of all, I would like to talk about what is STEMX 365. So you see in the poster and flyer and other places is STEMX 365. So what is that actually? Um, STEMX 365 is a nonprofit organization based in US, and we started this STEMX 365 mission in 2020, actually 2019. Then joined a Bangladesh student to work with us and to join the Kibo Robot Programming Challenge, which is NASA, a JAXA and NASA based program. Um, so STEMX 365, we created in the mission to provide ISS-based STEM education. You may know what is this STEM education, but STEM means S means science, T means technology, E engineering, M mathematics. But in this, we have more like we have art, music, agriculture, and many other things, whatever you think in this world. We include everything. That's why we added X, STEM X, and 365 is all around the year. So STEM X 365, you may surprise that somehow STEMX 365 concept matches with current Bangladesh Chief Advisor, Professor Dr. Muhammad Yunus. He has a 3.0 concept. So we have this 3.0 concept also, which is zero gravity. We run all program in zero gravity. And we you don't have to pay anything for this program, zero cost. And another thing is zero programming. You don't need to know huge programming like Java, Python, C++, you don't need anything. We'll teach you everything. So don't worry about it. It's very exciting project. And then keyboard robot programming challenge in Bangladesh. What is keyboard robot programming challenge? A lot of people ask, what is Kibo? Kibo is the module of JAXA and ISS, and they but Kibo means hope. They think about the hope. We always say we are depressed, blah blah blah, but they don't think there's a word depression. So they think um, about hope always. We'll have hope. We launched Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge. RPC means Robot Programming Challenge in Bangladesh in 2020 to inspire students during pandemic time. Students were very depressed mentally due to COVID. We lost our parents, friends, many people. So they were very depressed. So we decided, why don't we start this program in Bangladesh to inspire Bangladeshi students? And our first step was to paint a painting you see on the right side of the slide. And I put, actually, it's printed by me, and I put a Bangladesh flag on the right hand to inspire students so that they can think about future astronaut going from Bangladesh to space. Anyway, so why keyboard robot programming challenge? Why it is so important for you? Um, I think it is important, but more it is very exciting thing. Um, you write code for the robot which runs inside the International Space Station. You control using your own code, and then you have opportunity to learn robotics, space robotics. Space robotics has many things you cannot think about. Then you learn programming, space science, orbital mechanics a little bit, 3D concept, many things. Then global impact. One of the most important thing is you are going to compete with international students, and you can collaborate with them. We have a record that our student collaborated with the other country, and they learned each other from each other. Then you have opportunity to visit Japan Space Center. JAXA will invite you if you win a place. They will invite you, and then from STEMX 365, we will provide certificate and recommendation to go to any university like MIT, Harvard, Johns Hopkins, and other big university. They care about these extracurricular activities. They want to see what you did during, this besides your study. They don't want to see only study. So, yeah. Uh, so, um, Before talk about Astrobee, NASA Astrobee, you need to know the history behind it. So I'll talk about MIT Zero Robotics. This is the, actually you can see this is the father of keyboard RPC. Um, Zero Robotics started in 2006 using MIT Spheres. Spheres is another robot. It's designed and developed by MIT. And during that time, students were very excited about Star Wars. And one of professors said, why don't we make one like Star Wars robot? So that was the actual idea. So then students at MIT, professors, they all worked together and designed the MIT spheres. It is very interesting robot. It is, we call this actually satellite. It has everything that a satellite has to have. So, um, but this robot uses old software, old hardware, everything old, um, and it uses C programming language, and it has it does not have camera like we do these days, but it has other things. But without all this robot could do a lot of things. We tested many things like docking. I think 3 4 months ago you heard about India successfully docked to satellites. Actually, it the origin of that idea started from MIT Robotics. So the goal of Zero Robotics again is same goal as Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge. Our goal is to teach programming, robotics, cutting edge technology for the student um, in the USA, especially in the USA, and also developed country like Europe, Canada, Russia, and other countries. But Bangladesh, developing country, student didn't have that opportunity. So we started with MIT ZeroBot spheres and we used in MIT ZeroBotics in 2006. Then we continued until 2017. And during that time, NASA and MIT started thinking about how we can upgrade this robot. And then we found that it is very difficult to upgrade the current spheres robot. Why not we create new one? So that is the reason we started working on Astrobee in 2019, and it came up with all the new hardware, new software. You will learn in the future. I'll not go into detail in this workshop now, um, but MIT Zero Robotics actually influenced keyboard robot programming challenge. So evolution from MIT spheres to NASA Astrobee. Like I said, NASA Astrobee evolved from MIT spheres. Um, you can see on the left side, this astronaut, Kelly. He's holding three spheres robot. Spheres actually combination of three robot, uh, red, orange, and blue. And similar concept with the Astrobee on the right side, you see, three Astrobee creates a system. So if you want to do any space experiment, space-related experiments like docking, formation flight, um, and other experiment, you need this system, control system, algorithm. You need three robot together. So we call, with the three robot, we call sphere system. And another, nowadays we call Astrobee system. So, like I said, spheres designed by MIT for ISS experiment. We did so far we did 2066 experiment on board ISS using spheres successfully. And if you look at the left picture, you can see spheres. It has camera, it has thruster. This robot uses carbon dioxide to create thrust versus Astrobee uses propulsion like fan, forced air to create the thruster. Uh, then it has it can talk to beacon. It doesn't have camera, but it has beacon. It communicates with the beacon, then it moves. It do all the navigation. Then you can control its speed. It has pressure gauge. You can increase the pressure, decrease all kind of things you can do with the spheres. Like I said, it is just like a satellite, mini satellite. Nowadays, you work out with the CubeSat. It is more powerful than CubeSat. Can do a lot of testing. So why we came up with the spheres name? Spheres is S is synchronized, P means position, H means hold, E means engage, R means reorient, and E means experimental. So now we can say how complicated is that, but it's not complicated. If you want to learn these spheres, I can uh, teach you on that. That's not that easy. Sorry, that's not that hard. You can learn. And on the right side, you see Astrobee. So you know the history behind Astrobee, why Astrobee. Introduction to NASA Astrobee now. So I talked about MIT spheres. I think you kind get some idea what is MIT spheres and why NASA Astrobee. Uh, so now we'll learn a little bit about NASA Astrobee. So NASA Astrobee, if you compare MIT spheres versus NASA Astrobee, MIT spheres was developed mainly for space experiment. There are many experiment in the space. I'm not talking about biological experiment or other. It is more like engineering type experiment. Like if you think I want to build 1,000 telescope in space. Now we have James Webb telescope with 18 mirrors. I want to put 1,000 mirrors. So who will do that? How will simulate? How will test that in the space? So for those kind of testing, you need spheres satellite or robot. And NASA Astrobee is you can add previous experiment plus new things. Like this robot will help astronaut and it will monitor inside the space station. There are many things can happen inside the space station. Asteroid can come and hit the ISS module, and there can be fire somewhere. Many things can happen, like your home. So you have like a camera and a lot of things, alert system to your home. So same thing we have in the ISS. So it does monitoring, it does tracking. Like when astronaut do something, it just will come to you and it will watch what you are doing. You're watching YouTube or you are doing your work. So it'll monitor you. You cannot do anything else other than your work. So astronaut don't like astronomy because they think they're monitoring them. But we need that. Anyway, astronaut cost is very expensive. Um, you cannot imagine we in Earth as an engineer, for example, and on average, your hourly rate is maybe $100 per hour or 150, but astronaut hourly rate is more than 1,000 or 1,500, something like that. So it's very expensive, very, very expensive. So we try to reduce the cost and we are on a track. We also document. Like we don't like to document things. Like even I don't like. When I do programming, I start jump on programming, but it is not good. You need to document first what you want to build, how you're going to test it. You have to come up with all the plan that I will test this way, I'll just then you will start programming. But as a programming, you always like to jump on programming. So this robot will help you to write documentation and it will move cargo. If you see in the picture, I put some picture here, is moving stuff. And this astronaut doing work and Astrobee is watching. whether he is in a risk or anything. If Astrobee says the astronaut is moving very risky things, then it will stop you. And also, astronaut has hand. We call this two-finger hand. It can grab anything if you want. And so uh, we use that to run tests also. Like I said, spheres we use to test algorithm, control system, formation flight. Formation flight means when, like you see in Bangladesh, sometimes airplane, like fighter plane, moves all together, like Mohtasim can tell. So it fly all together. So that called formation. So in the space, a satellite can move around with a group of satellite can move, or group of telescope can move. So that called formation. So how you test those things? You use this robot to test inside the space station. Why inside the space station? Because you have all tools there. You have other astronaut, they can help you, and in the space, it is vacuum place. You have gravity problem. You have many radiation problem, many things. So you don't want to do it outside of the International Space Station. You want to do it inside the space station. And you may have a question how it works. So it has like a hand. It has. I will talk about that later. It has. SDK. SDK is software development kit. You can write program to control this robot. And also it has API. API means application programming interface. When you communicate with your TV or your fridge inside the house, how are you going to control those? You use remote control to control your TV. You don't see how TV works actually. When you raise your volume, you don't see how actually TV raise his volume. So it goes through a programming interface. We call interface. We don't see what is going in behind it, but we see the operation name, like push brake, increase your speed, those kind of thing. But we don't see how it works. So that's why we call interface. So it is application programming interface. All programmer like to hear this. When they start programming, they say, what is API? What is API? How can I communicate with this machine? When they see application programming, oh, I'm happy. We have application programming. Then they can start writing code. So this robot is cube. You can see in the picture is cube. It is size is like 12.5 inch each side, which is 32 centimeter, and weight approximately 6 kilogram, which is 13.2 pound. Speed um, 0.5 meter per second. um, so that's all about Astrobee robot. And what is the future of that? We will be using this robot in moon mission. Now we are doing all this for Earth. We'll be doing for moon mission and Mars mission. Is so exciting. I want to do that, but I don't know I will live until then. But I hope you'll be there. Um, so Astrobee hardware overview. Astrobee has many things. You see here, it has a speaker microphone. It has a laser pointer. Razin will talk about laser pointer. His camera, touch screen, power switch, forward flashlight. We had a flashlight problem. In the future, you'll see how flashlight created problem for previous students. Then wake button, nav camera, nozzle is like when it creates air thrust. This is the nozzle. It's like it creates thrust using this. We'll talk about this stuff in the future more. It has a speed camera. It checks like how speed it is moving. Then it has battery. astronaut can automatically go to the dock station and charge itself. It is autonomous. It is battery operated fan. It carries like 6 cameras so far, and 2 degree of freedom hand. um, then many other things you learn in the future, and also in the like hardware wise, it has 3 level: high level, mid level processor, and low level processor. So it has 3 processors. All are ARM based. Maybe you have a question what is ARM. We can talk about that later. But you can using ARM, it is more powerful. That all you need to know. It is more powerful, and it has as a student, you all are guest scientists. You see here, guest science. You all will be guest scientists of NASA. So as a guest scientist, you'll be only talking to high level processor. You don't have to worry about mid level processor or low level processor. These two, you will not uh, be dealing with these two processors. So you don't have to worry about it. So you'll only worry about high level processor, because in the high level processor, you're going to put your code. This is your code. Red mark, this is your code. You will put your code here, and then you'll astronaut will get the instruction from this code, and it will do the work according to your instruction. So that's about it. And you see, guest science manager. So you may have 100 teams. Each team has their own code. So you'll will install 100 code here, 100 red code here, and this manager will manage that. Okay, I will run this first, then this one, then this one. This. That's why you have guest science manager. And guest science manager will talk to mid-level processors. So you don't have to talk directly with this, but you have some clue. You can talk to the mid-level. There's some tools called teleops you learn during the program in the future. So Astrobee software overview. So Astrobee has a lot of software. Mainly, this Astrobee has new software. You may know about robot operating system, Linux-based robot operating system. We use for it's ROS 1 until now. So we are upgrading ROS 2. Then programming, mainly Java programming for you, for guest scientists. But as Astrobee robot, we use C++. You don't have to touch those. You don't have to worry about it. A key software feature. It is autonomous, as I said before. It autonomous. It moves around automatically. You don't have to do anything. But if you put any instruction, it will listen to you. It obstacle avoidance and path planning. Who does that? This is done by mid-level processor, like I mentioned before. And task execution and data collection, those are all mid-level, low-level. Data recording, everything low-level. So like I said, you have a tool to talk to the backend, which is this one. I'll not talk about this in detail right now, but it's called teleop. It will run this command in the future. So, and on the other side of the slide, you see we use Docker, we have VM, virtual machine. Sometimes it's very difficult. We provide Docker, which is easy to run. We'll talk about that. You need Android Studio on your laptop or desktop. Then also JAXA, through JAXA, we'll provide you a guidebook, rule books, sample simulation software. We'll try to provide as many things as you need. Okay, so Astrobee simulation, why we need simulation? That's the question. We don't want to run your code directly on the ISS. It can damage many things. So we need to test first on your laptop. Then we test in NASA Ames laboratory. I'll show you the picture. Then we upload that code to the ISS. It's a long process. But for you, you don't have to worry about anything about this. We'll take care of everything. It uses tools, gazebo-based simulation, and feature like we'll be doing physics-based interaction, then really light and obstacle things, then debugging and visualization tool. We'll provide everything for you. So
Hello everyone, we are Team
here's a
Enigma
video
from
from
Bank
Enigma.
University, Bangladesh. Book. So Astrobee starts from here. So there is a keep out zone over here box. So to go from here to P11,
So this is a sample simulation. I'm showing it, and this is the real.
Wow, nice, nice message.
You see, we played Amar Shana Bangla, Ami Tomay Bhalobashi from ISS. So you'll have chance to do that also. And this is the NASA Ames laboratory, which I talked about. Whatever code you write, like previous student wrote their code, every single code we tested at Ames laboratory and JAXA laboratory also. So many steps. You you write your code in a local laptop or desktop, then you upload to JAXA simulation environment. Then JAXA take those code and run test in their facility. Then they send those code to NASA Ames laboratory, and we MIT engineers and NASA together, we test those code. Then we upload to ISS. Then you see the final program. So it is long process. Now I will introduce Razin bin Isa. He will talk about his challenge he faced during the second keyboard output programming challenge. Razin, you can go ahead talk about it.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Razin Binisa. So actually, আমি জাস্ট খালি আমার এক্সপেরিয়েন্স গুলা শেয়ার করবো। আমরা ডিটেলস ডিটেলস ওয়ার্কশপ ইনশাল্লাহ নেক্সট মান্থ থেকে নেওয়া স্টার্ট করবো রিগার্ডিং টেকনিক্যাল এন্ড স্টাফ। তো অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমরা হচ্ছে আমি ছিলাম হচ্ছে টিম এনিগমা সিস্টেমস এর একজন টিম মেম্বার। তো আমার সাথে হাসিব ছিল, আরো আদার্স টিম মেম্বাররা ছিল। তো আমরা হচ্ছে 2022 তে পার্টিসিপেট করি এন্ড 23 তে পার্টিসিপেট করি 2 বছর পর পর। তো 22 তে যেটা হয়েছিল যে 22 তে মানে মিজান স্যার আগের স্লাইডে একটা স্লাইড আগে যেই ভিডিও অথবা যে সিমুলেশন গুলো দেখালো ওটা ছিল হচ্ছে সেকেন্ড কিবোর্ড পিসি মানে 22 সরি
26.
26
No, no,
সো হচ্ছে
21, 21.
21। সো এটা ছিল হচ্ছে সেকেন্ড কিবোর্ড পিসি। সো ওই ইয়ার আমরা অনেক ভালো করছি। তো আমরা হচ্ছে ওয়ার্ল্ড ওয়াইড সেকেন্ড হয়েছিলাম। তো আবার আমরা ক্রিউ অ্যাওয়ার্ডও পাইছিলাম ফ্রম দ্য অ্যাস্ট্রোনট। সো উই ওয়ার সুপার হ্যাপি যে ফার্স্ট টাইম পার্টিসিপেট করে আমরা পুরো ওয়ার্ল্ডে সেকেন্ড হইতে পারছি কম্পিটিশনে। দো ইট ওয়াজ নট দ্যাট মাচ ইজি বাট somehow we managed to do it. So we were super excited and we like আমি and হাসিব হচ্ছে কম্পিটিশনের পরে দুইজন মিলে কথা বললাম যে হ্যাঁ আমরা যেহেতু সেকেন্ড হয়েছি why not try for the first prize. So that's why we participated again in the next year for third keyboard PC. But মানে যেটা হয় না যে অনেক সময় বেশি ওভার কনফিডেন্স থাকলে হচ্ছে আমরা অনেক পসিবল প্রবলেম গুলো মানে এড়াই যাই, যে মনে করি যে আর এইগুলাতে কোনো সমস্যা নেই, অথবা এগুলো আমাদের হবে না, কারণ আমরা গতবার করে আসছি, হোপফুলি এইবারও সবকিছু ঠিকঠাক যাবে। তো আমাদের ক্ষেত্রে প্রবলেমটা হয়েছে যে এইটা। তো এটা নিয়ে আমি একটু আজকে একটু শেয়ার করব যে এরকম প্রবলেম হইতে পারে, যেটা হচ্ছে মানে আমাদের এক্সপিরিয়েন্স থেকে কম্পিটিশনের। তো ইটস নট অ্যাবাউট যে কম্পিটিশন রিলেটেড, এইটা যে কোনো ক্ষেত্রেই হইতে পারে। তো এই জিনিসগুলো আমি একটু শেয়ার করবো আজকে। তো আমাদের এই নেক্সট টাইমে যেটা হয়েছিল যে আমাদের অলরেডি আপনারা শুনেছেন যে লেজার পয়েন্টার একটা থাকে, যেটা দিয়ে হচ্ছে আমাদের টার্গেট গুলা লেজার পয়েন্ট করতে হয়, এবং ওইটার উপর বেস করে একটা আমরা কম্পিটিশন একটা পয়েন্ট পাই। তো আপার লাস্ট মানে সেকেন্ড টাইম কম্পিটিশনে যেটা ছিল যে ওরা কম্পিটিশনের ক্রাইটেরিয়া গুলো একটু চেঞ্জ করেছিল। তো আগে 2021 পর্যন্ত একটা লেজার পয়েন্টার থাকতো, যেটা হচ্ছে লোয়ার লেফট সাইডের পিকচারে দেখতে পাচ্ছেন। বাট এর পরের কম্পিটিশন থেকে তারা দুইটা লেজার পয়েন্টার মানে দুইটা টার্গেট পজিশন দেওয়া শুরু করে। তো একটা টার্গেট পজিশন হচ্ছে উপরের যে ছবিটা, একটা সার্কেল, সিঙ্গেল সার্কেলের, গ্রিন কালারের। আর সেকেন্ড টার্গেট পজিশন হচ্ছে এই যে মাল্টিপল সার্কেলস, গ্রিন কালারের, যেটা হচ্ছে নিচের ছবিতে দেখা যাচ্ছে। তো হচ্ছে প্রথমে আসি ফার্স্ট লেজার ফার্স্ট টার্গেটে। তো ফার্স্ট টার্গেটটা পুরো মানে ডিরেক্ট, ইজি গোয়িং, কোনো সমস্যা নেই, জাস্ট এই সার্কেলের ভিতরে কোনো একটা জায়গায় লেজার পয়েন্ট করলেই হবে। আর সেকেন্ড টার্গেটটার প্রবলেমটা ছিল যে লাস্ট ইয়ার পর্যন্ত এই টার্গেটটা ফিক্স থাকতো। বাট এই বছর থেকে যেটা হচ্ছে যে এই টার্গেটটা র্যান্ডমলি মুভ করবে ওই প্লেনটার মধ্যে। তো আমরা জানতে পারবো না আসলে ওই কম্পিটিশন মানে ওই টাইমের আগে যে এটা কোন দিকে মুভ করতেছে অথবা কি করতেছে, এটা রোবটের ক্যামেরা দিয়ে অটোনোমাসলি ওটা ডিটেক্ট করতে হবে। তো এটা ছিল ওয়ান অফ দ্য চ্যালেঞ্জেস ফর দ্য সেকেন্ড ইয়ার। তো প্রথমে আসি ফার্স্ট টার্গেট থেকে। তো ফার্স্ট টার্গেটে যে চারদিকে যেই চারটা কালো সাদা কম্বিনেশনের বক্স দেখতে পাচ্ছেন, এগুলাকে বলা হচ্ছে এয়ার ট্যাগ অথবা এয়ার মার্কার। তো আহ, এটা যদি ফুল ফর্ম বলি তাহলে হচ্ছে আরুকো মার্কার অথবা আরুকো ট্যাগ বলে এটাকে। তো এটার মধ্যে ইটস জাস্ট লাইক another thing of like QR code or barcode, something like this. So এটার মধ্যে হচ্ছে আমাদের কিছু ইনফরমেশন ইন্টিগ্রেট করা থাকে। তো আমাদের ফার্স্ট কাজ হচ্ছে এই রোবট এর ক্যামেরা দিয়ে এই কিউআর ট্যাগ, সরি এয়ার ট্যাগ গুলা রিড করে এটার ভিতরে ইনফরমেশন গুলা এক্সট্রাক্ট করা, এবং ওই অনুযায়ী ওই ইনস্ট্রাকশন অনুযায়ী আমাদের লেজারটা শুট করতে হবে টার্গেটের ভিতরে। তো ফার্স্ট টার্গেট ওয়াজ ইজি, বাট এবার আসি হচ্ছে ডিজাস্টারের ক্ষেত্রে। তো লাস্ট ইয়ার হচ্ছে আমরা অনেক বেশি হোপফুল, অনেক বেশি এক্সাইটেড ছিলাম, এবং হোপফুলি আলহামদুলিল্লাহ সবকিছু ওয়ার্ক করেছিল। বাট এই ইয়ারে এসে যেটা হয়েছে যে আমরা মনে করছি যে হ্যাঁ লাস্ট ইয়ার পর্যন্ত তো কাজ করছে, তো এই ইয়ার আর একটু এক্সট্রা কিছু করি। আর আমাদের আরেকটা প্রবলেম হচ্ছিল যে এই আমরা যখন সিমুলেশনে রান করছিলাম ফাইনাল কম্পিটিশন আগে, তখন আমরা হচ্ছে এই কিছু লাইটিং ইস্যুর কারণে আমরা এই সার্কেলটা মানে টার্গেটের যে সার্কেলটা ওটা ঠিক মতো রিড করতে পারছিলাম না। তো আমরা চিন্তা করছি যেহেতু আমাদের অ্যাস্ট্রোবিতে অলরেডি একটা লাইট আছেই, একটা ফ্ল্যাশ লাইট আছেই। তো ওইটা যদিও ওরা অফিসিয়ালি মানে কখনো বলে না যে ম্যান্ডেটরি না ইউজ করা আহ, একবারে ফাইনাল পজিশনে যাওয়ার আগ পর্যন্ত, বাট এটা নিষেধও না যে তুমি ইউজ করতে পারবা না, এরকম না। তো আমরা ওইটার সুবিধা নেওয়ার ট্রাই করছিলাম। তো আমরা চিন্তা করি যে আসলে আমাদের যেহেতু লাইট কম, আমরা লাইটটা বাড়াই দিই ফ্ল্যাশ লাইট দিয়ে, তাহলে হয়তো বা পিকচারটা আমাদের কাছে অনেক ক্লিয়ার হবে, আমরা ইজিলি লেজার শুট করতে পারবো। তো এই লেজার শুট গুলা হয় আসলে একটু মেশিন লার্নিং অথবা কম্পিউটার ভিশনের হেল্পে। সো আমাদের ফার্স্টে হচ্ছে টার্গেটটা কম্পিউটার ভিশন দিয়ে ডিটেক্ট করতে হয়, তারপরে হচ্ছে ওইটার সেন্টারে হচ্ছে লেজারটা পয়েন্ট করতে হয়। তো এটা হচ্ছে সিমুলেশনে আমাদের কাজ করছে মোটামুটি। তো আমরা মানে আমরা তো সুপার এক্সাইটেড, এইবার আমরা হচ্ছে ফার্স্ট হবো, সামথিং লাইক দিস। তো আমি হচ্ছে এটা আমি খুবই শর্টে বলি, কারণ আমাদের আরো অনেকগুলা স্লাইড আছে পরে। তো আমরা হচ্ছে এইটার কারণে দেখা যায় ফাইনালে যে যেটা হয় যে এই ফ্ল্যাশ লাইটের কারণে ছবিটা হচ্ছে বেশি ব্রাইট হয়ে যায়, তখন হচ্ছে আমাদের এই রোবটের ক্যামেরাতে অটোনোমাসলি ওই জিনিসটা দেখতে পারে না আর কি। তো এই কারণে হচ্ছে আমরা আসলে রেজার গুলা পয়েন্ট করতে পারি নাই ঠিকঠাক মতো। এই যে নিচের রাইট সাইড, রাইট ডাউনের যে পিকচারটা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন, আহ, একবারে নিচের রাইট কর্নারে। তো এখানে দেখেন যে আমরা ফ্ল্যাশ লাইটের আলোতে পুরো ঝলসে গেছে। তো এটার কারণে আসলে আমাদের প্রোগ্রামটা রান করে নাই। সো এটা হচ্ছে ওয়ান অফ দ্য ডিজাস্টার। সো we couldn't be in the top 3, বাট ফরচুনেটলি এই বছর আমরা হচ্ছে বেস্ট প্রিয় অ্যাওয়ার্ড পাই। তো আমাদের পরের ইয়ারের প্রিয় অ্যাওয়ার্ডের মেসেজটা ছিল যে মিডল পিকচারে নিচের দিকে যেই মেসেজটা দেখতে পাচ্ছেন এটা। তো এইটাই ছিল হচ্ছে আমার এক্সপেরিয়েন্স। সো ডোন্ট বি ওভার কনফিডেন্ট এন্ড ট্রাই টু মেক এভরি পয়েন্ট এন্ড এভরি সেকেন্ড কাউন্ট
Thank you,
throughout the
Rajin.
competition.
Thank you so much, Rajin. I will go to the next slide um, for Muhtasim Redwan.
হ্যালো এভরিওয়ান, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমি মুতাসিম রেদওয়ান। আহ, আমি হচ্ছে টিম মুকুলের টিম লিড ছিলাম। ফিফথ কিউবো আরপিসি তে আমার টিম ফাইনাল রাউন্ডে থার্ড হয়েছে। তো আমি হচ্ছে আমার ফিফথ কিউবো আরপিসির গেম স্টোরি দিয়ে স্টার্ট করতে চাই। তো ফিফথ কিউবো আরপিসির গেম স্টোরিটা এমন ছিল যে আহ, আমাদের ইন্টারন্যাশনাল স্পেস স্টেশনে অ্যাস্ট্রোনট এশিয়ান ট্রাই জিরোর জন্য প্রিপারেশন নিতেছে, এন্ড সে হঠাৎ করে খেয়াল করছে যে কিছু টুলস এন্ড ম্যানুয়ালস তার কাছে মিসিং। এখন ইন্টারন্যাশনাল স্পেস স্টেশনের মতো এত বড় জায়গায় আহ পুরো টুলস গুলো খুঁজে বের করা অ্যাস্ট্রোনটের জন্য টাইম কনজিউমিং। তো আমাদের টাস্ক মেনলি ছিল এই অ্যাস্ট্রোবি যে রোবটটা আছে সেটাকে প্রোগ্রাম করে অ্যাস্ট্রোনটকে হেল্প করা, এই টুলস গুলো খুঁজে বের করতে। তো আমাদের ফিফথ কিউব আরপিসি তে প্রিডিফাইন্ড 4টা লোকেশন দিয়ে দিছিল এইরকম। এই 4টা লোকেশনে আমাদের অ্যাস্ট্রোবিটাকে পেট্রোল করতে হয়েছে, অ্যান্ড অ্যাভয়েডিং সাম কিপ আউট জোন। কিপ আউট জোন হচ্ছে সেই সব এরিয়া যেসব জায়গায় অ্যাস্ট্রোবি যাওয়ার পারমিট নাই। তো এই 4টা লোকেশনে অ্যাস্ট্রোবি যাইতো, অ্যান্ড গিয়ে হইতেছে ছবি তুলতো অ্যান্ড চেক করতো যে সেখানে কি কি টুলস আছে অ্যান্ড কয়টা টুলস আছে। এরপর অ্যাস্ট্রোবি সেটা তার ডেটাবেজে স্টোর করতো। এই 4টা লোকেশনে যাওয়ার পরে এরপরে অ্যাস্ট্রোবি যাইতো অ্যাস্ট্রোনটের কাছে। অ্যাস্ট্রোনটের কাছে যাওয়ার পরে অ্যাস্ট্রোনট তাকে বলতো যে আমার এই টুলসটা লাগবে। এরপর সে হইতেছে এই অ্যাস্ট্রোনটের কাছ থেকে যে টুলসটা লাগবে সেই লোকেশনে যাইতো। ফর এক্সাম্পল অ্যাস্ট্রোনট যদি বলতো আমার এইটা লাগবে, তাহলে অ্যাস্ট্রোবি এইখান থেকে এই লোকেশনটাতে আবার যাইতো। তো এইটা ছিল বেসিক্যালি হচ্ছে ফিফথ কিউব আরপিসির গেম স্টোরি। নেক্সট স্লাইড প্লিজ। ওকে। তো এইরকম হচ্ছে টোটাল 10টা লস্ট আইটেম জ্যাক্সা থেকে আমাদের প্রোভাইড করা হয়েছিল, যেগুলো আমাদের রেকগনাইজ করতে হবে। এন্ড এই 10টা আইটেম এই প্রিডিফাইন্ড 4টা লোকেশনে র্যান্ডমলি প্লেস হইতো, এন্ড তাদের প্যাটার্নও ছিল র্যান্ডমলি। তো এই এইটা হইতেছে আমরা আইডেন্টিফাই করার জন্য অবজেক্ট ডিটেকশন ইউজ করি। এন্ড অবজেক্ট ডিটেকশন আমরা ডেটাবেস ক্রিয়েট করার জন্য ইনিশিয়ালি আমরা জ্যাক্সার যে অনলাইন সিমুলেটর আছে সেখানে প্রিডিফাইন্ড 4টা লোকেশনে গিয়ে কিছু ছবি তুলি এই অনলাইন সিমুলেটর থেকে। এরপর হচ্ছে আমরা অনলাইনে প্রিটেইনড মডেল যেগুলো আছে সেগুলোর উপর টেস্ট করি কোনটা ভালো কাজ করতেছে, এন্ড সেইখান থেকে একটা মডেল পিক করে সেটাকে ফাইন টিউন করি আমাদের এই 10টা লস্ট আইটেমকে আইডেন্টিফাই করার জন্য। এরপরে আমরা নোটিস করলাম যে কিছু আইটেম গুলো সেগুলো হচ্ছে ভালোভাবে আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারতেছে না আমাদের অবজেক্ট ডিটেকশন মডেল। তো যেহেতু হচ্ছে এই এই অবজেক্ট গুলো র্যান্ডমলি প্লেস হইতো, সেই জন্য সামটাইমস এটা ডিফিকাল্ট হইতো। ফর এক্সাম্পল এইখানে হচ্ছে অবজেক্ট গুলো 3টা আলাদা আলাদা ভাবে প্লেস হয়েছে। তো এই এই এইরকম সিনারিওতে আমাদের অবজেক্ট ডিটেকশন মডেল অনেক ভালোভাবে কাজ করতেছিল, এন্ড 3টা অবজেক্ট ডিটেক্ট করতেছিল, এন্ড এটা ইট ওয়ার্ক ফাইন। বাট হচ্ছে যখন এই অবজেক্ট গুলো একটা আরেকটার উপর ওভারল্যাপ করতেছিল তখন ইট ওয়াজ কোয়াইট ডিফিকাল্ট টু আইডেন্টিফাই দেম। আমাদের অবজেক্ট ডিটেকশন মডেল আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারতেছিল যে এখানে টেপ আছে, বাট ইস্যু হইতেছিল এখানে কয়টা টেপ আছে এটা হচ্ছে আমাদের অবজেক্ট ডিটেকশন মডেল হচ্ছে আইডেন্টিফাই করতে প্রবলেম ফেস করতেছিল। তো এইটা হচ্ছে আমরা ডিফারেন্টলি আমরা হচ্ছে আগে আইডেন্টিফাই করছি যে কি টাইপের ইমেজ গুলো হচ্ছে আমাদের অবজেক্ট ডিটেকশন মডেল আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারতেছিল না। এরপরে সেই ইমেজ গুলো দিয়ে আমরা নতুন ডেটা সেট ক্রিয়েট করছি এন্ড এভাবে ফাইন টিউন করছি। তো এই প্রসেস বারবার রিপিট করে হচ্ছে আমরা আমাদের অবজেক্ট ডিটেকশন মডেলটাকে ফাইন টিউন করছি। থ্যাংক ইউ।
Thank you, Muhtasim. Thank you for your nice presentation, and thanks, Razin Binisa, for his nice presentation with laser detection disaster. And also Muhtasim's artificial intelligence. Um, it's amazing they did this. But I would like to say one thing. By looking at the last two slides, you may think, oh my God, this is so complicated. We cannot do that. We have to learn this, learn that. Believe me, I mentioned three zeros. You don't need programming. One of that was you don't need a programming background, which is true. I didn't like. Okay, we'll train you. Even you don't know anything about programming, we will train you. You don't have to win this time. You will just start learning. And always remember, winning is not the last thing. Your main thing is to learn. I didn't win anything in my life. I'm a regular student. I never got any, when I used to run, I was the last person in the running. And I was in the backbencher. I didn't know anything about programming. I hate programming when I first came in the USA. But I started learning slowly, one after another. Now, you can imagine I'm working with the super engineers in who were like known engineers, in NASA and other MIT. Uh, so I'm not lying. Please believe me. You start with simple and then think complex. One day you will see you are in a position that, oh my God, once I didn't know anything, now I know everything. So again, please, you join, don't worry about it. Don't worry about laser detection. No, don't worry about object detection. Don't worry about Java programming. Don't worry about anything. You just join. We'll train you. We will move you up to that level. Okay. So I want to show you the success story that may inspire you.
Hello everyone, I am Sudipto, team representative, team lead from Team 71. Currently I am studying in Russia University of Engineering Technology, Ruet. We secured second position with Class A scoring 48 in second Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge in Bangladesh round. Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge was a blessing for me as well as my teammate also, because we learned a lot in this whole period and connected with a community full of knowledgeable and skilled personality. Firstly, I would like to introduce my team and their opinion to you guys.
Hello there, this is Khairul. I'm the lead researcher for Team 71 in the Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge. I'm a physics student at Robert and William Smith College. Since the beginning, Team 71 has been active with the STEM and C65 through the Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge. From Bangladeshi context, we don't have as many opportunities to explore ourselves in space as Keyboard, so we are really delighted to be a part of this adventure. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I am MD Shahrul Islam Shampot. I am Java program developer for Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge. Programming thrust me a lot since I was a child. It's like a block building to me. I find peace whenever it comes to find an algorithm for sorting out something. Thank you everyone.
Hello everyone, I'm back again. Actually, Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge was not a contest for me. I learned a lot via contributing and sharing my knowledge through the whole period. To be very frank, I was not quite familiar with simulation, space parameters, space robotics and others. From this contest, I learned a lot. I was very curious about knowing the unknown from the very beginning of my childhood. I think in this whole current changing world, knowledge is not just power, sharing knowledge is power. In these consequences, Mizanul Haq Chaudhary sir, along with his daughter Saba Jamin and better half Jasmine Chaudhary, created such a platform, STEM 365, where students like myself can share knowledge about technology, science, engineering, mathematics, arts via learning and sharing. We started our journey with STEM X365 back in 2020. Bangladesh was an observer in first Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge 2020. But through the help of Mizan sir, without participating in first Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge, Bangladesh got access to the simulation environment for practice more and more in this period. Throughout the whole period of 2020, from STEM X365, Mizan sir arranged some workshop about Java programming, one-to-one meeting, entertainment session, and so many things. This year, 2021, Bangladesh has participated with all global countries. This year, my team got second position with Class A scoring 48 points in second Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge, as I mentioned earlier. We ran through a lot of problems in the whole period of time, like problem in programming, optimizing the code for reducing the mission time, and so on. But our team, along with the educator, have solved most of the problems and secured the second position in this contest. Like we worked literally 24/7 for a week to secure good result in this contest. At last, I want to say it's not impossible to fulfill any difficult task. It just needs time, passion, dedication, and tries to solve any difficult problem. I'm really happy and feeling proud to be a part of STEM X365 as well as Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge. Finally, a huge shout out to Mizanul Chaudhary sir to introduce Bangladesh with this type of contest and STEM X365 platform. Without him, it will be quite impossible for Bangladesh to join this type of prestigious contest. And Sabaku, you're the best coordinator I ever seen. Wishing STEM X365 best of luck and waiting for third Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge. Be the future with space robotics. Thank you all.
Thank you, Shudipta, for your nice video. And it was a previous video. I just thought that it will be good for future students. He made me feel good because I was not lying about zero programming knowledge, zero everything. You don't need anything. You just show your interest and join this program. On the right side, you see our success stories. I started from lower, like second Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge, like Rajan mentioned. They got second position and Crew Award. And Crew Award was the first ISS award from astronaut. Nobody received this award before because they liked that they played national anthem of Bangladesh in Bengali. So that's why they liked it. And third Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge, again, Enigma System received Crew Award for Masses for the Humanity. Just notice this, which I mentioned. One is national anthem in your Bengali, your own language, and another is humanity. So these are very key point. Then fourth Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge, a team from college, Notre Dame College, City College, they combined a team and they got fifth position. I was so surprised that college student did very well. Then last year, Team Mukul, you saw one of the candidate of Team Mukul, Mutasim Redwan, he was the team lead. They got third position in fifth Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge, and JAXA invited him to visit their space center. Unfortunately, he was not able to go due to visa problem, but yeah. So in the future, he will get that invitation also. So here's astronaut comments.
The third place winner is Enigma Systems, Bangladesh. Congratulations. Great job. I think Bangladesh last year, you guys actually just observed, and this year, first time participation. And you guys did great job, excellent job, and received third place. Congratulations. Okay, so I know that Bangladesh and also Japan has very, very similar national flags. I feel like Japan and Bangladesh is just like a brother. So hopefully you guys have a chance to travel to Japan and talk about this experience with me. Thank you.
Okay, previous slide actually astronaut mentioned third place. Actually, it should be second place. Anyway, so how to get started with Astrobee and keyboard robot programming challenge? So here there's some steps. There we'll give you more instruction. So step for students, participate in the keyboard robot programming challenge. You participate as soon as possible because our deadline is coming March 31st. I want you to register as soon as possible. Otherwise, you'll not get access to the JAXA simulation environment. And STEMX 365 will register students on JAXA. We'll do that on our side. Please register as soon as possible because we'll have more student and more time to register there on the JAXA side. We do all the hard work here in the USA. So I have full-time job. I have job at MIT. Sabah has full-time job, plus she's doing her PhD at Johns Hopkins. So we are so busy. We are spending our time to inspire you. So I request you to register as soon as possible and don't worry about Python, Java, don't worry about anything. Just register, okay? And third is student will receive virtual machine or Docker. The student who doesn't know virtual machine, we'll talk about that later. Also Docker, same thing. This is a very good tool, and currently in the USA and all over the world, we use all this tool which I'm talking about. So why not start learning at this stage? Then a student joined workshop, like today we have workshop. We'll have more workshop after Eid. Then we'll learn Java basics. We'll do a Java basic workshop, and we'll teach you how to make a strategy, artificial intelligence, mainly object detection. Then we'll help you to explore Astrobee simulation tool. And resource-wise, the main resource is our STEMX website. I encourage you to go to our website. You will find many things there. We'll put more stuff to help you. And we'll have workshop and mentorship. And we have WhatsApp group of collaboration. Is that right, Saba? And you will get that information soon. And then we have a keyboard robot programming challenge guidelines and tutorials. Everything we'll find in our website. We have here amazing student leader. His name is Kazi Hasib. He is very quick about helping other students and communication. I would say he's very good in communication. And we have other lead here. They can help you in anything. Then you have NASA Astrobee GitHub repository that these are open to anybody. But I don't encourage to go to the NASA Astrobee GitHub repository. A lot of students will get scared. They put many things for actually engineers, scientists who already know these things. So stay with our STEMX website. We'll try to put information as easy as possible, okay? Then on the right side, I have one video. This is also from a student.
হ্যালো, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আমি রাজিন বিনিসা ফ্রম ব্র্যাক ইউনিভার্সিটি এবং আমাদের টিম নেম হচ্ছে জিরো নলেজ। তো আজকে আমি দেখাবো সেটা হচ্ছে আমরা কীভাবে উইন্ডোজে অ্যান্ড্রয়েড স্টুডিও সেট আপ দিতে পারি এবং এখানে একটা প্রজেক্ট ফাইল ক্রিয়েট করে কোড করার মাধ্যমে কীভাবে একটা এপিকে ফাইল বিল্ড করে আউটপুট দিতে পারি। তো ফার্স্ট অফ অল আমরা যে একটা ওয়েবসাইট যেটা দেওয়া হয়েছিল সেটা HTML365.org, ওখানে ঢুকে একটু নিচের দিকে গেলে দেখতে পারবো যে এখানে একটা ডাউনলোড নামে অপশন আছে। তো এই ডাউনলোড অপশনে ক্লিক করলে আমাদের নতুন একটা পেজে চলে যাবে। তো এখানে বিভিন্ন মানে কিবোর্ড পিসির রুল, ম্যানুয়াল এবং ডেভেলপমেন্ট টুল এগুলো ডাউনলোডের অপশন থাকবে। তো ফার্স্ট অফ অল আমরা হচ্ছে প্রোগ্রামিং গাইড নামে যেই ম্যানুয়ালটা থাকবে ওটা ডাউনলোড করে নেব। তো এইটা ডাউনলোড করলে আমরা এরকম একটা পিডিএফ ফাইল পাবো। তো এই পিডিএফ ফাইলের মধ্যে মেনলি অ্যান্ড্রয়েড স্টুডিও কীভাবে ইনস্টল করব এবং এই রিলেটেড এখানে প্রোগ্রামিং রিলেটেড সব ধরনের মানে ইনস্ট্রাকশনই দেওয়া থাকবে। তো তারপরেও আমি একটু দেখিয়ে দিই, তাহলে হয়তো ভালো হবে। তো এরপরে যেটা করব সেটা হচ্ছে আমাদের অ্যান্ড্রয়েড ইনস্টল দিতে হবে। তো অ্যান্ড্রয়েড ইনস্টল দেওয়ার জন্য আমরা অ্যান্ড্রয়েডের ওয়েবসাইটে ঢুকবো, অ্যান্ড্রয়েড স্টুডিওর ওয়েবসাইটে। তো এরপরে আমরা এরকম একটা পেজ দেখতে পারবো যেখানে লেখা থাকবে ডাউনলোড অ্যান্ড্রয়েড স্টুডিও। তো এখানে যদি আমরা ডাউনলোড করি এর জন্য এক্সট্রা কোনো নিজে আমরা অ্যান্ড্রয়েড স্টুডিওটা আমাদের ওপেন হওয়ার পরে আমরা ফার্স্ট যেটা করব সেটা হচ্ছে ওপেন যে মানে ফাইল থেকে ওপেন দিয়ে আনমার্ক করা। তো এটা আমরা মার্ক করলে আরপিসি ডট আর গ্রেডেল ডিপেন্ডেন্সিগুলো এপিকে যেটা ছিল ওটা গ্রিন থাকবে অথবা ইয়েলো থাকবে। মধ্যে আমাদের কিছু স্যাম্পল কোডকে কীভাবে করতে হবে অথবা এই কিবোর্ড পিসির জন্য অ্যান্ড্রয়েডের যে মেথডগুলো আছে ওই মেথডগুলো কীভাবে কাজ করতে হবে, কীভাবে কাজ করে অথবা ওগুলো প্যারামিটারগুলো কোনটা কীভাবে কাজ করে সেগুলো অলরেডি দেওয়া আছে। ঠিক আছে, একটা অ্যাপ ডিভিজ আনসাইন এপিকে, অ্যাপ ডিবাগ এপিকেটাই মেনলি হচ্ছে আমাদের ডিজায়ার যে এপিকে থাকবে।
You are muted.
Thank you, Razin. Yeah, so this is a sample video I was trying to show that, yeah, we provide video. You'll find a lot of videos on YouTube side, STEMX channel, STEMX 360 channel, and also you'll find on our website. So you will find this kind of video where you will see how to set up your Android Studio, how to set up a simulation environment, how to write code, how to upload code to the JAXA. So everything you will find there. And if a student who doesn't want to set up their simulation environment, we will provide VM, which has simulation environment already installed, or Docker. So the reason I'm saying this, that you don't have to worry about anything. Just join, okay? Thank you. So this is the time for you to ask questions and we'll discuss. Just a
Hi,
second.
everyone. So I have been reading your comments on YouTube. If you saw a reply from me, it was from the STEMX 365 channel. You were talking with me. And then we also had our wonderful moderators there too, Hashib, Shadipto, and I think Rajan also answered a lot of questions. So we've been trying to answer your questions while you were asking them. But okay, let's see, there are some coming in right now that I'm going to read out. So, is the STEMX 365 website down right now? No, I believe it is not down. Mizan, sir, is it down?
I don't know. That's a good test.
Okay, well, you know what? You might be right. It is not going through right now. We'll take a look at that. I think okay, you know what? It's loading for me now. I think it's just taking some time. and some of you sent me emails. Okay, so one thing I want to tell you guys is if you don't have a team right now and you want to be in a team, you can go ahead and email us at stemx365org@gmail.com. And I think what I'm going to do this year is try to make a Google Doc with everyone's contact information for people who are looking for other team members. And then you guys can contact each other to make a team amongst yourselves. I think that would be kind of nice, like matching people to teams. So send me an email if you're looking for friends, other teammates, and you can let me know right now in the comments what you'd like me to put in that Google Doc. Like, would you want to know what school the other person goes to, and maybe their programming experience? I can put that information in there, and then you guys can link up. But as Ms. Ansur says, you don't need too much programming knowledge to get started. There was another question about the team member limit. So yes, you are right that JAXA allows 8 people to be in a team, but the reason we set it to 6 is because we've noticed in the past, a lot of times there are members who don't contribute much, and there's usually like 2 to 3 people who really are doing all the work, and this has been a problem in the past, and we don't want that to happen. We want everyone to be able to contribute. So that's why we set it to 6. But as I said, if you absolutely have like 7 other best friends that you cannot do without, email me. But we'd rather you guys do smaller teams if possible. And let me see, there are more questions. How many times does the competition take place in a year? We have an annual competition every year. And as Hashib already said, it takes about 6-7 months to complete a whole run of the competition from the start to finish. And okay. All right, I think we will be closing down the live soon. I know it's very late in Bangladesh. So if you have more questions, please go over to our Facebook page where the live is also running. And you can send messages in our messenger on the STEMX 365 page on Facebook. Oh, wonderful. Ms. Ansur has just put up our contact information. We have email, we have web, we have Facebook, we have YouTube. And our address is somewhat redacted for all right. But for email, I'd like to say if you want to reach me, it's best if you write to stemx365org@gmail.com. So I'm going to just pop that back in here. For Facebook, that's the correct address. Our YouTube, we recently changed the address to STEMX365, which I'm also going to post in the chat. I recently changed it. And I might not be monitoring as many comments in the YouTube messages. Full disclosure, please try to email me or write in the Facebook. Okay. All right, one more question. Let's see. Insofar, my takeaway is this is it mostly a programming-based thing where we will be utilizing an already established robotics platform. I think that's mostly correct. Ms. Ansur, would you like to expand on that?
Sorry, I didn't pay attention. What is the question?
Sure. So someone is asking, their takeaway is that this is mostly a programming-based competition, where they will be utilizing an already established robotics platform. Is this correct? Is it mostly a programming-based competition?
Yeah, it is mostly programming-based competition. We already have Astrobee hardware running inside the space station, You don't have to build Astrobee robot. It is you'll be mostly working on software development.
Great. I hope that was helpful. And there's another question. What kind of AI image processing do we need to learn? I think that is a question that Ms. Answer could answer, or actually Mutasim most recently.
I would ask Mohtasim because
Yeah.
he must be very excited for the question.
হ্যালো তো অবজেক্ট ডিটেকশন বেসিক্যালি অবজেক্ট ডিটেকশন শিখতে হবে। তো অনলাইনে অলরেডি প্রিটেন্ড অনেকগুলো মডেল পাওয়া যায়। তো এই মডেলগুলোকে হচ্ছে আমরা জাস্ট ডাউনে হতেছে একটা লেয়ার দিয়ে জাস্ট এই 10টা ইমেজ যেন আইডেন্টিফাই করতে পারে এরকম একটা কিছু শিখলেই হবে। তো এরকম হচ্ছে অবজেক্ট ডিটেকশন ইউজিং পাইথন লিখে ইউটিউবে সার্চ দিলে অনেক টিউটোরিয়াল পাওয়া যায়। এন্ড হচ্ছে আমাদেরও হচ্ছে এআই নিয়ে একটা সেশন থাকবে, সেখানে হচ্ছে সেটা নিয়ে ডিটেলস ডিসকাশন হবে।
And we'll put information on our website also. And sorry, our website maybe many users are going our website. We might have to this is another learning process. So when you have too many users for the website, what do you do? What do you have to do? You have to run parallelly multiple servers. Is that right? To control the load. So I have to do that part on my side. So this is another challenging thing. And hopefully I will get access to the website pretty soon. It's running, but it's slow. And especially in Bangladesh, it's slow because the server who is running, they may not have hub in the Asia zone. So we'll see how we can make it better. Okay, thank you for joining today's
Great.
meeting.
There's a few more questions. I'm
Okay.
just going to answer really quickly because I think they're important. Someone asked if there is an age limit. There is no age limit. The only thing that you're required to be is a student, an enrolled student at an institution. So that could be someone who is a primary school student. You could be a university student, college student, grad student. You just have to be an enrolled student. It doesn't matter how old
You
you
know
are.
what? I would say your father can join also.
Yeah, your dad can join if he's an enrolled student too.
Your youngest brother can join also.
And yes, you must have at least 3 members in a team. That is JAXA's requirement. Any student of high school can participate. Yes, high school students can absolutely participate. In fact, we actually had a team of high school students that beat out all of the university students in programming 2 years ago. So absolutely.
Sorry, I mentioned your father and your brother only. Your mother, your sister also.
Yes, we believe in women empowerment at STEMX 365. All right, can you tell me which machine learning models perform well for object detection based on your experience? Okay, so this is going to be a question that's probably best answered in an upcoming workshop on these topics. What do you think, Ms. Answer?
I would like to keep it for next workshop.
Yes, great. Okay, I think, okay, will all the workshops be complete before the project submission period? Hopefully, we're hoping to. I think so. All right, I think that is all of the pertinent questions.
I think we missed
Yeah.
one.
Answer, would you like to-
Someone asked about the rewards or awards.
Sorry, I don't see that question. Would you like to answer it, Ashif?
Sure. Sir.
Hasib, is that a question for award?
Yeah, like the question was, what about the awards? That's it.
Okay.
Oh,
First of all, award is if you get position with the JAXA and NASA, that is the biggest award. Yeah, and then on Bangladesh side, we are working on it. We'll if JAXA invites our student, we'll work on that with your university, with other people. Yeah, you need award. I'm always for it. So we'll work on it. Okay.
Also, if you get placed on the first three positions in the final competition, JAXA and NASA will give you crests and certificates and some goodies from themselves to your address.
Thank you, Razin, for mentioning that. And I think these are very helpful for your future progress, especially in the US and other countries. They don't see what award you got. They see your certificate. They see whether you joined it, whether you first place or second place. They value those things more than um, tangible award. Okay. So yeah, we'll be working on it. We have here Professor Dr. Jahangir Alam. He is very in favor of helping you students, and we are working together on those things.
All right. There's one more question I will ask the team to address, which is, do we need knowledge regarding artificial intelligence and machine learning? If so, what are the resources from which we can learn? Wonderful workshop. Thank you. So, yeah.
This is very interesting question. You already know artificial intelligence and machine learning. When your parents bring some stuff from store, your brain already started working. Which do I eat mango or grapes or whatever? Your brain is already working. So you are already in artificial intelligence. You don't need to learn anything. So I would say join the keyboard robot programming challenge. Then you will see how you learn those things. Okay.
Great. Ms. Answer always with the philosophical answers. All right. So I think we will close for now. Team, did you guys see any more important questions that we should answer right now? All right, hearing none at this time. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I know Mizanser had a wonderful time. He was really excited working on this presentation for you guys this whole week. Thank you so much to Rajan and Mutasim and Irfan and Hashib and Hasib, who just had to leave. And of course, Professor Dr. Jahangir Alam for being part of our wonderful team that keeps STEMX 365 running. Thank you all for your contributions. We couldn't do this without you, and we couldn't do this without all the students that will be joining us, who have joined us in the past. We are so excited to start the 6th Kibo Robot Programming Challenge with everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Apo, you missed Sudipta and Irfan.
Oh my goodness, Sudipta and Irfan, of course. I'm looking at everyone who's inside the Zoom. This is why. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, you mentioned Irfan. You didn't mention Sudipta.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Razin, for mentioning that. Anyway, we'll be hearing from Professor Dr. Jahangir Alam in the next session. He is always with us, and he told me that today is your day. So I just tried to explain the NASA Astrobee. So I hope.
Okay. Thank you very much. I enjoyed a lot. And it's a wonderful workshop you have conducted today. I learned many things from all of you, especially from the young generation. And once again, thank you so much to all of you. Good night. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Thank you all. I'll stop sharing our presentation, and I would like to see you all join the Keyboard Robot Programming Challenge. Is there anything else, Saba?
I also forgot to mention that we also had Dr. Arafat and Dr. Imtiaz Kamal with us today as well, who are also wonderful supporters of STEMX 365 and helping us with the planning. Thank you, everybody. All right, with that, I will close. Thank you. Good night.